Hi, welcome to the assignment number 5, problem number 1. Find the next greater element of the given array. So, for example, if we take this array, what is the next greater element mean? Then for each element in an array, immediate greater element of that particular element, what we call is next greater element of that element. So if we see in this array, for 4 the immediate greater element is 5. So for 4 is 5, and for 5 the immediate greater element is 25, and for 2 the immediate greater element is 25. For the default, for the rightmost element of the element next greater element is -1 for any array. So how to implement this problem is, we can do one thing. We can do in two directions. First one is the forward directions. In these directions we can take two for loops. For the first for loop, we traverse from left to right, and in the inner for loop we compare each element. If we find the greater element of that next immediate greater element of that element, we just return that particular element. So by using this solution, the time complexity is order of n square. So we are going to do different approach. That I'm gonna take the approach from the backward. So for example, if we see, and here I'm using one more data structure. I'm taking stack. If we see, we are coming from the right to left here. So in this approach, we're traversing, we're taking one for loop to traverse from right to left. So here I'm taking one stack. If we see here, for by default 25, for 25 the -1 is the greater element. Here if we take the 25, first what we do is, we take one stack, and we're coming from the left right to left. We are using we are taking I iteration is n minus 1. If it is greater than or equal to 0, it enter into the loop, and here we check is the stack is empty or not. If the stack is empty, it come out of this loop for a while loop, and it directly print -1 for the that particular element, and it will push that element into the stack. For example, if we see, now its stack is full, now stack is empty, so it takes the I is equal to n minus 1 element is nothing but 25, and it will push that element into the stack, and the iteration will become, now iteration comes here. So here in this array, in for this element, it checks whether array of I, the peak stack dot peak means the topmost element of the stack. So it checks whether the I array of I is less than or less than a stack of peak element. If it is true, it will print that element for the greater element of that but element array of I. So here if we see, it compare 2 is less than 25 or not. Yes, it is less than. So for 2 it print 25 is the greater element, immediate next greater element. So next iteration will become here, comes here, and it will print the it will push that array of I to the stack. Now that's stack of peak element is 2, and it compares is 5 is less than 2, no, the condition is wrong, so it will pop that element. So it will pop the element. Now I will it comes to the loop here, and I array of I element will again compare with s dot peak. Now it is 25. It compares, is array of I is less than 25, 5 is less than, yes. So for the 5 also, the immediate next element is 25. It prints, and it will then it will push that array of ith element here, and it check. Now the loop comes here. It will check again, is 4 is greater than 4 is less than 5, yes. So for 4, it's the immediate next element is 5. For the 25, default -1 is the immediate next greater element. So then now the iteration becomes -1. So by this end of the loop, we print all the next greater element for the each elements in the array, each and every element in the array. So this is my approach for this. The time complexity is order of n, and because it traversing only once from left to right, sorry, right to left, and that space complexity is order of n also, because we are using one stack here. So this is my approach. Thank you.